everybody, it's Billy Watkins again with the Premier Power Hour podcast, coming to you from our Chicago division again, and I'm with Miguel Resendiz. Miguel?
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Look, we're in Chicago. You're going to have to watch out for me, and I apologize. I am absolutely stuffed to the gills with Italian beef and peppers.
It's
so
okay.
It's probably going to be a kind of a low-key interview for me.
Okay.
I may need you to take over at any given time.
All right. I'll take my time then.
So here we are. We're up at your workplace. You are. What is your title?
My position is warehouse supervisor. I actually started here 4 years ago, and dating back to August 17th.
Okay.
Of 2017. It'll be 4 years in August.
So how'd you come about getting a job with Premier?
Temp agency. I came in for a regular forklift interview. I had my previous job was at Box Partners. Everybody might be.
Yep.
Some of you might be familiar with that.
Yep. Get their emails daily.
Yes. I was there for 3 years, and unfortunately, I was not given the opportunity that I was looking for, which is move up on the corporate ladder.
Advancement.
Yes, with the skills and knowledge that I have. And then I was sent in through a temp agency, and the rest is history.
Did you think that coming through a temp agency, were you in your head? Were you thinking, okay, this is going to be a great company and it's going to happen and I'm going to move up? Or
not in my wildest dreams.
Right.
To be honest with you, when I came in for an interview. Jamie Mendoza was the one that had the interview, and he shared the knowledge that the company had as far as where the company was and where the company could be headed. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this was 4 years ago. And he shared the vision that he had, and I was up for the challenge. It was just a matter of me showing up and showing what I could do.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you? What do you think it was that you did that made you stand out?
Like I said, the knowledge that I had as far as and knowledge that I gained at Box Partners with the corrugated industry. The knowledge that I gained on forklift operating and loading.
Okay.
The loading and the fact that back then when I came in, there was only 3 or 4 forklift operators.
Okay.
So I want to say it was kind of easy for me to stand out, and like I said, the fact that I was able to show my knowledge and experience that I had right off the bat.
So what that was starting out as a forklift operator.
Correct.
Unloading or loading trucks for shipment,
whatever
it
needed to be done.
Right?
Yeah, I was one of. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm still one of those. Whatever needs to be done under the roof, I am the first one to be there to lead by example.
Awesome. What's that progression been from forklift to where you're at now? What additional responsibilities do you have?
Well, now obviously since we're growing. It's leading the associates to giving them instructions on what they have to do, provide them with the right tools, and the proper training to succeed. Because like I've always tell them, if you fail, then we fail as a company, and that's something that we definitely don't want to do.
Give me a few examples of the proper tools for a successful employee.
Proper tools it sounds what's the word I'm looking for, but sometimes it's something as easy as having the iPads and the scanners, as some of the issues that we run in the past, not having enough for all the associates. That's something that was a rude awakening for us last year.
Right.
We were bringing in the people, but yet we didn't have the tools. And
technology.
Yes,
being
technology.
a big part of what we do. When you started here, were we using the iPads and
we
scanners?
did, but it was only back then. Like I said, it was only 3 associates, so you only needed 2, and then managing the schedules for people that were coming in, make sure we had equipment for that people. So then that way we had a smooth transition from one shift to the other. Because when I first started here, it was only one shift, which it was 8 in the morning until work was done.
Right.
And then when I came aboard, and like I said, Jamie shared the vision and how they were thinking of opening a second shift, that helped out with the transition. And back then, our second shift was a mid shift, which it was 12 to 8:30.
Okay.
And then we eventually made the second transition, which it was a full first shift to a full second shift that went from 12 to 8:30 to now is 3 to 11:30.
And you're running the warehouse now Monday through Friday,
Monday through Friday with some, now I don't want to say some Saturdays because Saturdays have become an official thing. But then Saturdays we come in to do somewhere between 4 to 8 hours.
Okay. Because we're always busy.
Yes, that's a good thing. Trust me, it's not a complaint. It's a good thing.
A wonderful thing. Coming from one box business to another, can you comment on the difference in culture from where you came from to Premier? What is it that Premier has that you did not have prior?
Definitely the opportunity to grow within the company. That was a huge thing. The second one is the fact that your opinion matters. And if there's a change that could be made, we have the voice to say, you know what, guys, we need this to succeed. And your voice is taken in consideration and your opinion is valued, which is something that, like I said, at Box Partners, unfortunately, I did not have. And that's the reason why I was looking for something better. And luckily, and thank God, I ended up at this place because, like I said, I appreciate the fact that our opinion is valued. It doesn't matter if you're a forklift operator, anybody can voice their opinion, and if it helps any kind of process that we have in place to change it and make it better, more efficient, then we put it in place.
Can you give me an example of either an opinion or an idea that you've had that you've brought to the table, or maybe your team, where it has actually improved the situation?
Well, at the beginning, it was different. It was very difficult to translate to certain forklift drivers on how to load. You would try to tell them, and it was like you were handing them a puzzle, and they would have to put it together. So right here at this facility, we have a table chart that shows each pattern in which you can load.
Right.
And the terms that we use for it. So then that way, if we tell an individual, hey, we're loading it pinwheel, the individual can look at his chart. If he's not familiar with that, can look at his chart and right away point out, okay, so this is how I have to do it.
It's kind of an art form, you know?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And it takes a while to get it down, and the whole point is to maximize that truck, of course, right? But it's not like every unit that we sell or deliver is a nice, beautiful square unit.
Yeah,
right?
it is not. If that would be the case, trust me, life would be a lot easier. Yeah.
But you have to figure out, here's a 4840 pallet with a 100-inch long piece of cardboard on it.
Sometimes we have those offside pallets that sometimes are 72 inches long and take a lot of room. So we gotta put the puzzle together, and then that way we can transition that information to the forklift operator.
Do you have in your last 4 or so years, is there anything specific that you think back on, one of your proudest moments, an accomplishment you've had?
It had to be last year during peak. It was actually my first year handling peak. I don't want to say by myself, but obviously Jamie Mendoza was at a different position to where he was overlooking at different things. And it was me more on the floor, hands-on, working with drivers, not only our forklift drivers, but our CDL drivers, and then making sure that all the orders were delivered the day that they had to be delivered.
Right.
To me, that was it has been my biggest pride moment. Because, like I said, handling everything, not by myself, but with the team, directing it, and making sure that we were a successful team.
It is, I remember when I started, it was spoken of in hushed tones and very serious. Oh, peak's coming up.
Yeah.
Right? And I had no idea what the heck are you all talking about? And wow, it's just from one moment to the next. It's just the flip of a switch of just
And I know that COVID affected a lot of people in a bad way, but for us, business went up.
Yeah.
And to us, it seemed like peak never left. But then when we got to those months, it was like, okay, this is what peak feels like.
Right.
And it almost felt like it doubled on what we were going through. And we were able to handle it and manage it
we
properly.
already had increased business.
Yeah.
You kind of get used to it, right?
Yeah, at that point it was
You
like,
get up and-
it still feels the same. It looks like it never left.
How many trucks are you all delivering a day, or how many runs do you all make?
On average, we do somewhere between 9 to 11 of truckloads. That's being 53 footers. And straight trucks, it varies. It's somewhere between 10 to 20. That's taking in consideration the Whole Foods, which has become really big here.
Awesome. I'm thinking I have an idea or an opinion myself on the peak side of it. Because I know some of our customers do this as well. But I mean, after you get through it, it is like a T-shirt that said I survived peak 2021.
Yeah.
I think we need to institute that.
Implement that, right?
Yes. What's your favorite part about showing up to work every day?
The challenges.
Yeah.
The challenges that we might run into, whether it's same days, some of the drivers that run into the issues of being delayed at certain facilities, so therefore we have to adjust. To me, I know that to some people might be a headache. To me, it's a challenge, and it's just a way of trying to come up with new ways to solve the problem and make sure that everything goes out smoothly.
If I was in customer service up here, and I give you a call and I've got a late in the day request, you're gonna make it happen, or
if we get some kind of help, trust me, we'll do what we can to make it happen. I know sometimes the customers have some of the most unrealistic demands, but if we can make it happen and we have the tools and the power to do it, we will do it.
During your past 4 years here, what have you learned about yourself? What have you realized working for Premier?
It's not a one-man army. It takes a team, especially last year. Like I said, during peak, being my first time handling it, I realized that we need the right tools and individuals in order to succeed. Because like I said, we were short-handed, but then the moment we got a couple of experienced forklift drivers, it was like night and day.
Right.
Those individuals made a huge difference for us across the floor, to where I could actually take a step back and say, thank you guys.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
When you go home at night and you lay your head down, is there a particular finished good number that you can't get out of your head?
I try.
Reel it off. What's your favorite finished good number?
As far as
I don't know. I'm recall. Can you think of one?
Yeah. I try when I go home. If I put it like this: if I go home and if I have dreams about work, I'm being too stressed. So I try.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah, I try to get home and enjoy my kids and leave work out at the moment I step inside the house. But like I said, there's been times where I get home and I'm dreaming about work, and it's like, no.
Yeah. You'll come back and do it the next day.
Yeah, I'll be there at 7 a.m. to deal with that.
Then what do you? Because it is a fast-paced challenge every day. What do you do when you go home to unwind? You have your family.
Yeah, I have my family. I try to go out for a run. Like I've mentioned, I'm a soccer referee.
Oh, nice.
So I have to stay in shape and make sure that I stay fit.
A lot of back and forth.
Yeah, a lot of running.
How often do you ref games?
Every week.
Oh, wow.
Every week I do all levels from the little ones that they are 8 years old to the grown-ups that sometimes act like 8 years old, unfortunately.
Do you ever, like when you're out on the floor, you've got forklift drivers everywhere, do you bring penalty flags with you?
No. Although sometimes unfortunately, there's been a couple instances where I had to handle it as if we was on the field, whether there was a disagreement between forklift operators or an issue between them where I had to step in and try to settle it as a peacemaker.
So certainly a skill that probably helps you here, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, because I tend to relate it to what happens to the field back to what happens here, or vice versa.
For folks that are just starting at Premier, what advice do you have for them?
Take pride in what you're doing, show a great work ethic, and the results will come.
Right.
Because I always use everybody that's from this facility, starting from Daryl, Chip, Jamie, and it trickles down to myself included, where we started from the bottom. From Jamie's story at how they were at the previous facility, and everybody was on the floor working, like I said, Daryl and Chip included,
Right.
To where they at right now. And that's why I tell the guys, do things with pride, show a great work ethic, and the rest will come. The results will be there.
Opportunity is there.
Yes.
You also, you're as a warehouse guy, you remind me of a little bit of Ryan Bedingfield because you're a well-dressed
Thank you.
warehouse guy.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
I'm just a slob in a
No. Trust me, that color looks great on you.
full of Italian beef. What do you like Chicago food wise? We've been debating this all day. Are you?
Hot dogs. Gotta be the hot dog.
Do you like a Chicago dog?
Yes.
Okay, with the works.
Everything, yeah.
The celery salt and
Everything.
tomatoes and
Yep.
I love it. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Pizza, deep dish.
Stuffed crust.
Oh, okay.
Stuffed crust, yeah. Dip dish, a little bit. I don't like the thin crust. I feel like I'm eating cardboard. Ironically enough,
You have enough.
Yeah,
You have
ironically
enough
enough, we work
corrugated
for a
in your
corrugated
life.
company.
You don't
Yeah.
need it in your pizza.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Ice cream flavor, strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, strawberry cheesecake.
You had that one.
Yeah.
You were ready to go. Do you remember the very first movie you ever saw in a theater?
Space Jam, the original
Oh,
one. Michael
nice.
Jordan, yeah. My aunt took me I can't remember what birthday it was, but she took me to watch Space Jam.
Very cool.
And funny enough, I have a copy and I show it to my kids. Unfortunately, I can't show it that often because my 5-year-old is scared of the Monster Squad.
Gotcha.
So-
A copy on DVD.
Yes, sir.
That is wonderful. And people might be surprised to learn that you blank.
That I have soft heart. Yeah, I think that's the one. That I cry. I'm man enough to admit I've obviously cried during The Notebook.
Oh, wow.
And there's some other movies, so I have a soft heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
I like that.
Yeah.
And now I feel bad because I've never seen The Notebook.
Oh, wow.
So maybe I should watch that.
Yes, definitely. You have to.
But there are movies where I just break down like it's terrible.
Yeah, you know that they call it a chick flick. To me, it's a
just
good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah.
We should go out and watch something. We could just go in the warehouse. We'll Netflix.
There you go.
The Notebook.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Although I don't think Netflix has it right now, because I was very disappointed that they don't have it. We could watch Training Day though. That's another great movie.
It is a good movie.
One of my favorites.
Every day is training day here.
Yeah, pretty much. Something new.
Miguel, it was very nice talking to you. I'm glad
It was a pleasure.
gave us this time. That's been another exciting Premier Power Hour podcast for Miguel, Billy Watkins. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Do you have comments, questions, or ideas about this topic? If so, we'd like to hear from you. Please visit primpack.com/podcast to let us know what you think. Thanks.